Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, here with bite-sized episodes to empower, educate, and enlighten you with ways to lose weight, heal your gut, and achieve your ideal health so you can live an adventure-filled life. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. Today is the final lesson in our stress series. Next week, we'll be doing a Q&A session, so I'll be addressing the questions that you've been sending in all about stress. So today, I wanted to break down some stress management techniques specifically for emotional stress. We know stress is a part of life, but it can be dangerous and toxic at the levels that we are experiencing today. That's why it's so important to learn stress management techniques. These techniques can help you deal with stressful situations in a healthier way. They can also help you calm down and relax, and they can help you really manage your emotions. There are tons of different stress management techniques, and the best one for you really depends on your personality, lifestyle, and the type of stress that you're undergoing. Some popular techniques include breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, journaling. Today, I wanted to talk more about 8 additional modalities that aren't always talked about. So let's dive in. Number 1 is listening to music, specifically binaural beats. Binaural beats are best listened to with headphones. These are sounds that are played separately into each ear through your headphones. When the two sounds then combine, they create a third sound that is said to influence your brain's frequency. They can help you relax and focus, and they can also be used to help with stress relief, sleep problems, and even headaches. I use these a lot when I'm on a deadline, when I'm studying, or when I really need to concentrate. But you can also play these when you're meditating, journaling, or doing breathing exercises. You can find them on YouTube, many streaming services, and of course, you can buy albums. There are tons of different types of binaural beats, so be sure to read the music descriptions to find out what that particular style is good for and make sure that it's aligned with what you're looking for. Number 2 is sleep with a weighted blanket. Weighted blankets are a specific kind of blanket that actually have little weights built into them. Weighted blankets are said to provide therapeutic benefits for people who suffer from anxiety, stress, or insomnia. The weight of the blanket helps to calm and relax the mind and body, and some people really find that it helps them sleep better at night. Now, there are various weights available, so you'll have to do a little bit of research to figure out what the best amount of weight for you will be. If you go too heavy than you're comfortable with, it might not be so helpful, but rather can feel somewhat smothering. So make sure you do your research and get the right blanket. Number 3 is use essential oils. Essential oils are amazing. They're natural extracts from plants that have been used for centuries for their therapeutic benefits. There are many different kinds of oils, and each one has its own unique properties. Some of the most popular oils for stress relief include lavender, chamomile, rose, and bergamot. Some people use essential oils in aromatherapy, where you're inhaling the scent of the essential oil to reap the benefits. You can also add a few drops to your bathtub, or you can use some oils directly on your skin by just massaging them in. They can be added to lotions or other products. Just be sure to do your research on the oil before you ingest them or use them directly on your skin. Some you should not take orally, and some need a carrier oil like almond oil or coconut oil before you put them directly on your skin. And some oils should not be used around pets. So you really do want to make sure you do your research to use these safely. They are very potent. Essential oils have been found to be very beneficial for stress relief, helping you relax and manage your emotions better. But do your research before you use them. Make sure you're using a quality oil that's organically made and know how to properly use them. I'll drop a link to the brand that I use and love in the show notes, so you can check that out. Number 4 is exercise. Exercise is a great way to relieve stress. It can help you burn off some of that excess energy that's built up from the stress, and it can really help to improve your mood. There are many different kinds of exercise that can help relieve stress. Some people find that aerobic exercise like running or swimming is the best for them to relieve stress. Others find that strength training or pumping iron really helps to get those aggressions out. And still others will use yoga to stretch, strengthen, and breathe stress away. One of my favorite ways to exercise out stress is kickboxing. There's just something about punching and kicking to really get the tension out. Be sure to listen to your body and select the right kind of exercise that you need at the time. You may need something really intense, or you may actually need something more calming. You don't want to add stress to the situation by overdoing it or getting injured. And if you're already wiped out, you don't want to further deplete yourself. So go easy if that's the case. If you're doing a workout and it just doesn't seem to be helping, stop. Take a break or try something else. Now, also be sure to wear appropriate clothing, footwear, and drink plenty of water. If you're new to exercise, go slow, build up gradually. But this is a powerful way to deal with stress. Number 5, let your emotions out. This might mean screaming into a pillow, laughing until you cry, or crying until you feel relieved. When we bottle up our emotions, they often just fester and become worse. But when you let them out, you can really start to feel better. This isn't always easy, and it can be scary to expose our raw emotions to the world, but it can be so beneficial in the long run. So if you're feeling stressed, do not be afraid to let your emotions out. This doesn't have to be with another person. It could just be you in a room by yourself. It might be better with another person. It just depends. So try different methods to get those emotions out. Number 6, tap into your creativity. This one might sound funny, but doing art or other creative projects is tremendous for stress management. When you're feeling stressed, it can be really helpful to turn to creativity. Something like painting, drawing, sculpting, writing, making music, dancing, even cooking, anything that brings you joy. This can bring relief, calmness, happiness, and joy. We can get our emotions out in a safe and healthy way, and we can often start to feel better. Creative projects can also help us focus on the present moment. When we're focused on creating something new, we can't worry about what happened in the past or what might happen in the future. This can be really helpful in times of stress, because if you think about it, every type of stress is really either something that happened in the past that you're still stewing about, or something that you're worried about in the future. You're not really ever stressed about right now, what's happening in this moment. So the more we can live in this moment, the less stress we'll have. You can take on creative projects with other people as well. You can join a group, you can take a class, you can take on a project with a friend. This can also bring on a sense of community and connection, which can really be helpful for stress management as well. So if you're feeling stressed, don't be afraid to tap into your creativity. Number 7, tap into your passions and purpose. We often think our jobs need to be what we're passionate about, or how we fulfill our purpose in life. But we can have passions and purposes that aren't income focused. What is it that drives you? What special gifts do you bring to the world? What types of things do you just love doing? For example, one of my passions is helping people feel better. I do this in a lot of different ways. Through my work as a holistic health consultant, but also through this podcast, writing articles, and I wrote a book, volunteering, traveling, and doing home projects with my husband. This can be really helpful in times of stress. When we're focused on what's important to us, we can't worry as much about the things that are causing us stress. You can just start to feel more at peace and more in control. And lastly, number 8, do something for someone else. One of the best ways to get out of a stressed out funk is to do something nice for someone else. Volunteer, shovel someone's driveway of snow, mow their lawn, buy their coffee, help them carry something, offer to help them in an event that they're hosting. You get the idea. When you're focused on doing good for others, you're not stewing in your own stuff. You can start to feel more at peace and more in control and free of worry, anxiety, and pressure. When we do something kind for someone else, they will feel loved and appreciated, but it can also be a real pick-me-up for you in times of stress. So if you're feeling stressed out, do something nice for someone else. It might not seem like it'll make a big difference, but it will brighten someone else's day, and it will be great for your own stress relief as well. So there you have it, 8 additional ways to manage your emotional stress. Come back next week for the final in this stress series where I'm addressing your questions. Until then, be well and vibrant. Thanks for being a faithful listener to the podcast. I'd love it if you left me a 5-star review on this podcast so that others can more easily find this valuable information. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Whether you're looking to lose weight, boost your energy, fix your digestive system, or reduce inflammation, I can help. All you have to do to get started is book a free call. The link is in the show notes.